Hello, everyone, and welcome to our new edition of the Ottawa International Book and Handicraft Expo, the biggest Canadian and bilingual book expo, right? Where you can meet amazing authors, book publishers, also artists, and innovative entrepreneurs. So our event will happen from the March 3rd to March the 5th at the Horticulture Building at Lansdowne Park at Ottawa. So we are waiting for you. And I want to take that opportunity to thank WPBS TV, Watertown, New York, as a media partner. Thank you so much. I want to thank also the maplestaple.com to be our event partner. And of course, I want to thank Epoch Time to be our media sponsor. So thank you so much for accompanying us in this new edition of the Ottawa International Book and Handicraft Expo. So as you know, there will be a lot of various great activities, such as the Ottawa Winterfest, right, with wonderful and amazing artists. And my guest today is one of them, Jake DeMarsh. You are our featured artist. Hello, Jack, and welcome to our show. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Well, we're really happy that you accepted this invitation. So Jake, you are a singer, right? And you have an incredible, like very deep journey, very interesting. And through your new single, Still Hope, that you released in July 2022, you want to inspire, right? Through your music, through your journey. Can you tell us more about this journey and about your
Uh,
music, obviously?
yeah, sure. So I had struggled with addiction for a majority of my younger life, and once I've now been clean for 3 years, and I felt compelled to try to do something. I've always been a musician, started at a very early age, but once I was clean, I wanted to try to, you know, give back to the community in a way that was meaningful to them and to me as well. So that was kind of the start of the idea about Still Hope and donating the proceeds of the streaming revenue to help addicts in recovery, and as well as the GoFundMe that I started as well. So it was a really rewarding experience, and I feel like it helped me promote the song and promote the cause because I knew it was for, like, it was standing for something, right?
Amazing.
So that really helped.
That's great. So we will leave the link for the GoFundMe. I think it's incredible what you're doing, giving back, especially with something that you like relate to. So that's incredible. And how does music make you feel, right? Because you said that you started like at a very young age, and it helps you through this, let's say, recovery, right? So how does it make you feel?
Yeah, well, music for me was definitely a therapy, for sure. And anybody going through that type of stress, through like going through recovery, trying to change your whole life, I really feel that music is something that can be very therapeutic. I know at least it was for me, from getting my thoughts out on paper, just, working that part of that artistic part of your brain through songwriting and creativity really helps neurologically your mind create new pathways so that you can move forward in your life.
That's interesting, and I love it because we always say that music, dance, singing, like it connects people together and it lifts up the soul, and you're proving it with your story, right?
Totally, yes, it does. Yeah, for sure.
I love it. So you wrote Still Hope. Can you tell us a little bit more about the Still Hope, how you produced it, how you created it? Because well, first, I love the Jay-Z. It's really like it's blues, Jay-Z, and you have this deep voice that fits perfectly with the rhythm and like the story, as we said, it's incredible. Can you tell us a little bit more about the lyrics and the style?
Sure. Yeah, so it was written and recorded a rough draft, like right where I'm sitting now. It's where I do most of my sketch. I call it a sketch, but it's usually just recording a little short bit of it, write the song out, kind of figuring it out. But in terms of the lyrics, there basically was kind of reminiscent of like kind of the feelings that I'd had when I was in addiction. It talks about, sometimes lying to people or not being honest or whatever with myself and with others. But kind of knowing that there would be a glimmer of hope at some point. That's kind of where the second verse, the second verse leads. So yeah, but it was written here, and then I took it to some great friends of mine just down the road, actually, here in Gatineau. They helped me kind of bring it to fruition, the actual like proper recording of it. I can only do so much here, but yeah, it's RC Productions. They really helped me. Renee and Ken, was a great experience. So I'm working with them actually on the second single as well. So
Oh, amazing. Can't wait to hear that and can't wait, well, to see you first at the Ottawa Winterfest. So well, let's go back to your story. And what was actually the turning point in your life that made you realize that it was important for you to make a change?
well, I kind of knew that I needed to make a change a while ago before I actually did it. I was kind of dragging my feet on that. It's just, a bunch of different scenarios. I won't go into detail, but there was a situation that happened that kind of forced me to really reevaluate the decisions that I was making with my drug use. And that led me to making the choices that I needed to make to move to Ottawa. That's why I came here, was to go to the treatment center. And I stayed there for about 5 months. I'd gone to other treatment centers before, but nothing really stuck. But this was the turning point for me. And I feel like getting away from the old, connections and stuff that I had in my hometown was really what benefited me the most. Kind of getting away from all those triggers and just people that I used to know in those circles. So that was kind of the catalyst that brought me to here, and like eventually being able to change my life around.
I see, and that's interesting that you're expressing it with words, with music, with sounds, and that you can help others through this experience. Have you ever heard other people telling you, uh, your lyrics helped me too, or like your process, or hearing your experience helped them also?
Oh, definitely, yeah. You do hear it from time to time, but I keep doing the advocacy online and stuff because I feel like, it's the people that you don't hear about that you helped, because I feel like it's few and far between where it might just be a glimmer to them at one point in their life, and it sets them on that trajectory of thinking about, like, well, hey, like if he was here where I am, then maybe I can get away from that life. So if that sheds any light on somebody's life, and it allows them to move forward at some point, then that's why I'm doing it. Because like that's why it's called Still Hope, because I didn't have any hope at that time. And I would have never imagined that I'd be here talking to you or advocating for mental health and addiction issues. So yeah, it's pretty amazing what you can do if you put your mind to it, and really get down to making the changes that need to occur, right?
Wonderful words, and definitely you're giving hope to people whatever. I mean, either you're someone is struggling with addiction or not, everyone can relate, right? Because sometimes, well, life is a mountain, right? It's a roller coaster. So sometimes, you know, you don't feel very great, and listening to someone telling you there's hope. I didn't have hope, but I know there is, because here I was and here I am right now, right? This gives hope to people. So that's wonderful what you're doing to others. And what was the most rewarding part of your journey so far, since you started with your music, with all those changes?
Just a lot of different interesting people. Like I had the opportunity to go back to the treatment center that I was at 3 years ago and go and speak to the guys there to try to help motivate them. So that was up there for sure. That was really cool. I would have never imagined doing that. And then also again, the GoFundMe, I took the funds out of the GoFundMe and went and handed them I split it into the two people that were, most influential in my recovery journey. So that was really rewarding. I think that was probably that was actually like being able to give back something that, of a monetary value to those places that helped me so much. So that was definitely up there as well.
Great. So when we say that music can save life, it can, and it does, right?
Totally does, yeah.
That's amazing. So you told us that you're working on something else. Do you have other upcoming projects very soon that we can expect?
Yeah, well, I'm just kind of in the works right now, working on the next single, and then I'm just trying to figure out whether I'm going to launch that right away after it's done, or if I'm going to build up a repertoire. It's just been a little bit difficult trying to get the people that I work with at the studios and my schedules to line up so that we have the time to create these things. But as far as it goes, it should hopefully come out by the end of this year, I would hope. I really hope it does.
Well said.
Yeah. So you can look forward to that coming out some point. I'm hoping sooner rather than later, but we'll see how it goes.
Sure, amazing. So, well, we will stay connected. We will stay tuned and expecting your new single very, very soon. While you're working on it, we can still listen to Still Hope on Spotify. Is there any other places where we can listen to Still Hope? Can you tell us more about it?
Yeah, no, you can listen to it. It's available on all streaming platforms, and the link is in my Instagram bio at Jake DeMarsh. It's Jake DeMarsh on all platforms, YouTube, TikTok, and all of that. So it's all the same thing. I got it figured out that way. That's good. But yeah.
Amazing. So we will leave all the informations, all the link for everybody to go listen your music because we do love it here. And we are seeing you at the Ottawa Winterfest at the International Ottawa Book Expo right from March the 3rd to March the 5th at the Horticulture Building at Lansdowne Park at Ottawa. Thank you so much, Jake, for sharing your journey, your experience, and everything, all the love you're giving to the people, right? So thank you so much for sharing your talent. We're seeing you very soon. Thank you all for listening to us and have a wonderful expo. Thank you, Jake.
Okay, thank you.